Okay, hello. Welcome to the Game of Thrones tent. Yes, well, I welcome Donald Trump to come and sit down with me right over here to speak about the JFK assassin and my relationship with Shirley Douglas when I was 20 years old. I kept the secret for 37 years. Danny Smythe is Robert Pickton, and Darlene Pickton is his daughter, going by the name of Desiree Vandal. They killed their family twice already. They kill families and take their places. Kill the families, take their places. They've been doing this all their lives. They're from the Vancouver pig farm, and I did witness them there. Canada is lying through its teeth about all of this. Shirley Douglas told me everything about the JFK assassination and how our nation was involved. But it wasn't just our nation, of course not. It was the WEF, UN people, and the United States. The contract was on America, and it was by the Rosicrucian and Freemason secret society orders. Pardon me. And the CIA was involved in the recruiting of the shooters because my friend, acquaintance, I knew her a year and a half, so she told me what they did, how they took her, how they recruited her from a South American prison cell because she had to murder a guard who tried to rape her. Okay, that's that part of the story. Canada is lying to us. I'm a hostage. I'm a political candidate for the people, by the people. They intercepted my life. They came on to me because they murdered my uncle like 50 years ago. And they were in some kind of mob gang or something. I wouldn't know anything about that because that's not my life. My life was spent educating myself. I'm a linguistic anthropologist. And, I have many years in security and business, education, construction. I wrote the national master's standards specifications for Canada in the late 80s. I was never paid for it. But there they are building stuff when I'm now a hostage. So I would like that to cease and desist as soon as possible. And I'm suing the entire government for all that they have done to me. And for 20 years of over-torturing me so that the witch whore family could walk away with thousands of murders and all the Aboriginal women killings. And I know it was them. And I have all their names. And my government sat by and watched, and the press of Canada sat by and watched, even suggested to kill all the Christians. And they said they were going to kill us all. They said. These people are sick. They have an underground child sex trafficking ring, and I found that out when they kidnapped me and threw me in a hospital, claiming that I was a mass murdering meth head. Which is bullshit right from the start, and all the tests prove it. But of course, Canada isn't a real country, so there are no courts, no trials, no lawyers, no due process, no constitution, no human rights. We're just all dead meth head bitches in the hospital prison system now. So I wanted everybody to know what's really going on here. Carney is not our friend, okay? Neither was Trudeau. I do believe they murdered the Queen of England. I have my reasons. But I do know for a fact that they assassinated JFK, and Smythe himself is Robert Pickton, and I do believe that he assassinated Bobby Kennedy. And I know he killed the Indian president with the coke on the plane for Trudeau. There's a lot going on here, and a lot of lies. And that's why nobody has ever let me speak in 20 years of this shit. Not one person has spoken to me. Not one lawyer has showed up. I've sent numerous emails, texts, letters, videos, everything. And there's been no response. Except death threats, slander, accusations, defamation, horrible, horrible murder threats. They're going to chop everybody up. They're going to do all kinds of bad things. They threw Native women in acid vats, in landfills. He burned and sacrificed them in his own house. And he burned his house down. And then he fired the fire chief. Look, none of these people are who they say they are. There hasn't been a law in Winnipeg for God knows how long. It's not real. These are animals. They're criminals. They're liars. They're devils. They're snakes. And they're part of a fucking evil cult. And they have been doing human sacrifices and even rupturing the sky. And I have taken pictures of it all. I have pictures of them raping a teenager in a parking lot. Clearly cops. And their families of sickness. But they're all just carrying on like they did nothing. And I'm suddenly the villain. But nobody has spoken to me. Let's get this JFK story out there and kill these fucking witches.